Chemistry, the spirit in the locker room, and this training session, obviously, a little colder. Can you expect more of the same in Minnesota?
Yeah, it's hard. Look, I'm sure people are fed up with hearing me say this, but it was. There's obviously no excuses coming from our side. We're very disappointed. We are absolutely gutted with the results. But one thing I can't fault, and it was the same on Saturday, is that the lads never ever give up. They're giving everything, and even today we turn up and players have an excuse to switch off and check out. It's not always intentional, but sometimes it's subconsciously people do. But the lads are really focused on making sure we come out of this with some pride. But they're working. The lads are working.
And we've talked about this before, but in that Boca game, gave Dylan Stern an opportunity to showcase his talents, and he earned more minutes. Are these final 3 games kind of an opportunity for some guys that are, dying for those minutes to really prove that they deserve to be on the field?
Yeah, I think that if you look at those situations, it's not with just giving up. The players have taken. They've worked hard. They've shown enough in training. When they've got their opportunity, they've taken it. I mean, Yannick was involved on Saturday. Yannick's trained really well the last few weeks. He's really put in. So he's got his opportunity. That's the same with Dylan Sanders. Since he's come in, he's been fantastic. Young Cole has been fantastic, if he continues doing what he's doing, he'll be close to getting a start, an opportunity. And it's not a token gesture because he's a young player and we want to give him. He's going to get a chance because he's doing all the right things and he's earned it.
You all had that late winner against Minnesota earlier in June. What were you able to take away from that match?
We had a different team then. We had different players involved, and so we were able to set up slightly differently. I think we in that game it was a game where, for periods of the game, we were really positive and brave and aggressive and forced opportunities and we created opportunities and we showed a lot of character at the end as well. So Minnesota they're a good team. They've got some really significant players in there. But we're again, like, I've come in this morning. We've had 2 long meetings, video sessions this morning. Everyone's been engaged. The training session was brilliant this morning. I've just said to the lads there, I'm impressed with them because they're just fully committed to what we're doing, and I think everyone can see that. Everyone's been working and giving everything, and so we're looking forward to Saturday. We want to go up there and put on a performance.
Like you said, Minnesota may not have the results, but this is a good team. They've won 10 games at home. What will it take to go into Minnesota and come with a result?
I think they're very strong at home, and they've got some really key players in Quintero and these guys that I think they've got a good record. I think they just beat New York City at home, and there's some good teams up there. So they are a dangerous team, and but we're not going there afraid. And it's I'm sure there'll be a big crowd up there as well. So we're looking forward to the game.
Coach Giles Barnes and Gashi have seen more run lately. What have you seen from them, and what have you liked?
Well, it's been a case of Gashi's been throughout the season. Really, he's had periods where he's not played, then he's played. He's had some injuries. He played against Columbus, then he had an injury, so he's been unfortunate because he's not been able to get a good run in the team. And other players have started to do well, and so it's just been a case of we need to get a period where we get a run of games with the same team, and we haven't been able to do that yet because of one reason or another, injuries and suspensions and things like that.
Do you think that's affecting you guys offensively, other than not being a fully staffed striker-wise?
I think I think it's an area of the field where we know we need to fix. It's an area where we something that everyone, I've said this for weeks now. As soon as the last window closed, we knew. And having injuries to Sam Nicholson and Jack McBean was difficult because we with those in the team we were able to play a certain way, and we had some of our best performances, and we know that it's an area of the pitch where we are addressing, and we have everyone in the club at the moment 24/7 looking, scouting all over the world, Europe, South America, within the league. We've got people scouts at games every week in the league, looking at the targets that we have. We've identified, probably within the league, a dozen players, our top targets in terms of strikers. We've identified players overseas, our targets. It's so frustrating for us, and it's tough for the fans, and but it's something that we are absolutely actively addressing. But we just can't do anything right now. It's not so simple to make changes so quickly like that.
You mentioned the injury struggles this season. Heading into Minnesota, is the turf going to be a concern for you?
No, I don't think so. I think we played a few times on the turf, and I think it's not like we haven't coped because of the turf. So I don't think that's been a major issue. I think judging by how everyone was this morning in terms of we had two really good meetings. We had we sort of had split the groups up, and we had a video session and training this morning. Like everyone's in the right frame of mind. Like I think I'd find this last bit. It's tough as it is. We know it's tough. I'd find this even harder if I was coming into work and we didn't have a group of players that are absolutely giving everything. And of course, people are disappointed, but everyone is focused and completely concentrated on what we need to do and how we can try and find a way. And they're a team. I mean, you can see if anyone watches the session this morning, everyone's worked out. This morning was one of our best sessions. It's snowing. The players are there's 13, 14 players still out on the pitch. The lads, I'd find this even harder if we didn't have a fully committed group of players that will be going to Minnesota on Saturday with one focus. We know we are desperate to make sure we put in a performance, and everyone's going to be doing everything to make sure we do.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
No problem.